Good evening. When you change your thoughts, remember to also change the world. Once said by Norman Vincent. Welcome to PMZ News Live presented by Al Hilal Hospitals and Medical Centers English News. Myself, Shana Sultana, joining you with the daily news updates. Today's headlines.
Minister of Health said Bahrain has taken proactive precautionary measures to combat monkeypox and no cases detected so far. Multiple entry e-visa to Bahrain will now cost 60 Bahraini dinars. Keep pace with changes and work with team spirit to beat challenges, said Dr. Manaf Al-Qahtani. Satellite captured stunning photos of top Dubai destination. Kentucky floods disaster toll rose to 25.
Today's news in detail. Minister of Health said Bahrain has taken proactive precautionary measures to combat monkeypox and no cases detected so far. The Minister of Health, Her Excellency Dr. Jalila bin Sayed Jawad Hassan, stated that the Kingdom of Bahrain has taken wide-ranging proactive precautionary measures to prevent the spread of monkeypox, particularly in light of the rise in the number of infected cases globally. The Minister affirmed the government of Bahrain's commitment to ensure the health and safety of all citizens and residents. She explained that the government has put in place a strategy to secure the needed medical and logistical resources to curb the spread of the disease and deal with infected cases, stressing the epidemiological monitoring efforts are being intensified across the kingdom. Dr. Jalila also added that the concerned authorities have adopted the relevant protocols related to testing, isolation and treatment based on global WHO recommendations and standards, highlighting that the Kingdom of Bahrain has not detected any monkeypox cases so far. Multiple entry e-visa to Bahrain will now cost 60 Bahraini dinars. Obtaining an e-visa, which is the electronic visa allowing multiple entries to Bahrain for training and other qualification purposes, will now cost 60 Bahraini dinars. This is according to a decision by General Sheikh Rashid bin Abdullah Al Khalifa, the Minister of Interior. The e-visa thus issued will allow its holder to stay in the kingdom for 6 months. The e-visa is also eligible to receive a 6-month extension. Multiple entry visa determines the number of visits one may make. Most visas are single entry, but multiple entry visas exist for certain nationality groups. Keep pace with changes and work with team spirit to beat challenges, said Dr. Manaf Al-Qahtani. Combining efforts and working as a team is crucial to overcoming the health crisis currently gripping the world, Bahrain's top infectious disease consultant said. In a tweet yesterday, Dr. Lieutenant Colonel Manaf Al-Qahtani said that only through concerted efforts could tackle the challenges, including that of the monkeypox outbreak. The solution to the challenges lies in our ability to combine efforts to work as a team, the infectious disease consultant and microbiologist at the Bahrain Defense Force BDF Hospital stressed. It is no secret to anyone that the world faces several challenges, including social, economic and health. Dr. Al-Qahtani, also a member of the National Medical Task Force for combating the coronavirus, further wrote. The world is still suffering from the repercussions of the COVID-19 pandemic and the emergence of the virus that causes monkeypox. He also reminds, whatever the reasons, the solution to meet these challenges is to combine efforts to work in a team spirit and to ensure the success in keeping pace with the changes. The statement comes as Bahrain has strengthened its battle against the monkeypox virus, particularly in light of a global rise in cases, by adding to the list of communicable diseases. The WHO had declared the multi-country monkeypox outbreak a public health emergency of international concern. Al Hilal Hospitals and Medical Centers COVID updates.
COVID updates brought to you by Al Hilal Hospital and Medical Centers.
75th Independence Day, a milestone in India's journey, said the Indian ambassador to the Kingdom of Bahrain, His Excellency Mr. Piyush Srivatsava. Indian Ambassador Mr. Piyush Srivatsava has called on community members in the kingdom to participate in the flag hosting ceremony at the embassy on the occasion of the 75th anniversary of India's independence on the 15th of August at 7 a.m. This will be a special day and a milestone in the journey of India's independence, especially in person mode after a 2-year hiatus and the pandemic, said the Indian ambassador. Mr. Piyush Srivatsava was addressing an open house held at the embassy with the participation of 60 community members, the embassy's consular team and a panel of lawyers. The interactive session, chaired by Piyush Srivatsava, discussed consular and labour matters and praised the Indian community organizations including ICRF, TASCA, World NRI Council and volunteers of working with the embassy in resolving most of the cases raised in the last open house. Bahrain Polytechnic organized conference under the patronage of the Minister of Municipality and Agriculture Affairs, Engineer Wael bin Nasser Al Mubarak, the Board of Trustees Chairman of Bahrain Polytechnic. The college is organizing a 3-day conference from October 18th to 20th under the theme called Creative Solutions to Research Outcomes During the Pandemic Period. The Minister of Municipality and Agriculture Affairs explained that the conference aims to discuss new educational practices imposed by the global spread of the coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic in various fields, including engineering, technology, business administration, logistics and higher education, and the extent of its impact on various aspects of daily life during the post-pandemic period. Now we shall go for a short commercial break.
The 16th branch of Megamart and Macromart supermarkets in Bahrain has opened in Sahla. The best offers are available to the customers at affordable rates. Everyone is welcome. During and around the opening day, a variety of fish including salmon, meat and dairy products, roastery, frozen items, food and non-food items, groceries, fruits and vegetables, electronics, garments and ready-to-eat food items are available to the customers at affordable rates. Hearty welcome to all. Megamart and Macromart, your favorite shopping destination.
Welcome back. Al Hilal Healthcare Group organized a health talk on heat stroke and health tips during summer by Dr. P.K. Abir Chowdhury at Blue Line Delivery. The session was attended by operations team of Blue Line and employees. The Indian Community Relief Fund ICRF Thirst Quenchers 2022 team has held its 5th Summer Awareness Program today, 31st July. The basic purpose of this program is to create awareness towards a healthy and safe summer 2022. The 5th of the series was held today at the worksite in Manama for around 500 workers. The Thirst Quenchers 2022 team distributed bottled water, fruit, laban and samosas. ICRF Advisor Arul Das Thomas, General Secretary Pankaj Nallur, Joint Secretary Nisha Rangarajan, members Siraj, Murali Krishnan, Clifford Korea, Rajivan, Hari, Shivakumar, Dadabai Construction Project Manager Benny and Safety Officer Biju Kumar were leading the distribution. This is the 7th consecutive year of ICRF Thirst Quenchers distribution of water and fruits. Similar to previous years, the event is supported by Bohra community in Bahrain. ICRF Thirst Quenchers intends to continue this weekly event for the next 6 weeks in various worksites as they are one of the most affected, toiling under the summer heat. Tense moments as fire hits building in Manama. Rescue officers of the civil defense team averted a major disaster yesterday by bringing out 140 people to safety area after a fire broke out, trapping them in a high-risk building in the Manama area. The incident caused injuries to 10 people. 5 of the injured tenants at the building were taken to the local hospital by the National Ambulance team. Also, 5 others who suffered from smoke inhalation were diagnosed and first given first aid by medics stationed at the accident scene. Authorities did not report any casualties. The fire, which drew 10 fire trucks and several firefighters who worked to rescue the people on multiple floors, caused several tense moments as smoke quickly rose through the building. Visuals from the scene showed several ambulances and firefighting vehicles lined up on the street, kept under strict control by police officers. As emergency rescue officers quickly moved injured people on stretchers, 2 ambulances that rushed to the hospitals, firefighters continued efforts to rescue survivors from multiple floors of the building using a fire brigade crane stationed on the street. The General Administration of Civil Defense said that the fire was confined to the building and brought under control before spreading to the nearby buildings. Among the multitude of vehicles brought out to help quench the fires included specialized cranes and other equipment. After rescuing all the occupants, firefighters also went on with cooling measures to prevent the fire from recurring. An investigation is going on. Interior Ministry also later confirmed that the Civil Defense Forces managed to douse the fire. No clarification is available on what sparked the fire and the extent of the damage. New proposal to develop old homes. A feasibility study could soon be launched on a path-breaking plan to revive old neighborhoods across the country without government funding the project. The Housing and Urban Planning Ministry will conduct a technical, legal and financial study of the parliamentary proposal where private developers and citizens could join hands to revamp dilapidated homes. Survey highlighted impact of pandemic on holiday travel. Forget about airport delays or the risk of catching a virus. Family priorities and financial obligations are among the main reasons preventing cost-conscious people from traveling this summer, according to a recently conducted opinion poll. It included a sample of 732 respondents, both citizens and residents, out of which 48% revealed that they have no travel plans this summer, 37% have plans, and 15% are thinking about it. UAE residents can now apply for visas to Israel. Residents in the UAE can now apply for visas to travel to Israel starting from August 1st, announced VFS Global, an outsourcing and technological services specialist for governments and diplomatic missions worldwide. Following the signing of the historic Abraham Accords in 2020, the UAE and Israel offered a mutual entry visa exemption for its citizens. And from August 1st, residents in the UAE can visit the Abu Dhabi office of VFS Global to submit their visa applications for travel. UAE residents can apply for different visa types as per their eligibility. Satellite captures stunning photos of top Dubai destinations. Khalifasat, the first Emirati-made satellite, captured astonishing photos from space showcasing some of Dubai's most popular destinations, including the Burj Khalifa, Ain Dubai, Burj Al Arab, Palm Jumeirah, among other spots. The images were shared on social media by the Dubai Media Office on Friday. Khalifasat is a remote sensing Earth observation satellite that was designed and built at the Mohammed bin Rashid Space Center in Dubai. It is entirely made by UAE engineers and was launched into orbit on 30 October 2018 from Japan's Place Space Center. Covering of Kaaba changed to mark Islamic New Year. The covering of the Kaaba at the Grand Mosque in Mecca was changed on Saturday morning to mark the new Islamic year. The Kiswa was usually changed each year on the 9th or 10th day of Dhu al-Hijjah, the last month of the Islamic calendar, but was moved to the first day of Muharram this year. Sheikh Abdul Rahman Al Sudais, General President of the Affairs of the Grand Mosque and the Prophet's Mosque said last month that the change of date was based on a royal decision. The new Kiswa was installed by a team of about 200 specialized workers and officials. Kentucky floods disaster toll rose to 25. Devastating flash floods have killed at least 25 people in the area of eastern Kentucky, the worst such disaster there for decades. Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear said that he expected the death toll to continue to rise. He said hundreds of homes and businesses have been flooded. President Joe Biden had declared the floods a major disaster and ordered federal aid to help local rescuers. Among the dead are at least 6 children, including a 1-year-old. Scientists say that climate change is triggering more extreme weather events like the Kentucky flooding. With this, we come to the end of today's news. Stay tuned for daily news updates at BMC News Live English at 7:30 p.m. Thank you so much for watching. Signing off by Shana Sultana. Good night.